Hello everyone, this is Persephone, and today, because many of you have been asking me, I'm making a video about how to sell nudes online, and we're going to start from complete beginner level and move on to making hundreds if thousands of dollars every month level. The most common question I get from people outside this line of online sex work is, why would I buy nudes from you when there is Pornhub, when there are so many Google pictures of women who are naked that I would just download and I can masturbate to. So why would they need nudes from a specific girl or a specific guy? I'm going to answer this question with a question and say, when your best friend or your child or someone has a birthday party, don't you get a personalized birthday cake? I think from my experience, at least, that's what most people do. Don't you get a cake that says happy birthday and the person's name or their person's favorite taste, flavor, anything? The same applies for nudes. The same way you wouldn't just go to a cake store or a bakery to just grab the first random cake that you saw and bring it to a party and make a good impression. You wouldn't just jerk off to random pictures from online. I mean, of course, people do that, but the thing with nude selling is that usually it is something personal. And when you do that, you get requests that they can be of very specific nature. If you watched my video, Escape the Blue Pill Hell with me, which is very, very crucial to watch because I want you to be financially woke, you have to know that selling nudes is very important for financial stability because it's residual income. Residual income, because I don't like the term passive income, is something that you can create once and sell over and over and over, and you can make money literally when you sleep. So it's a good thing to master it and have a portfolio that you can use. When I first started that, I mean, I'm not going to talk about my teenage years when I was sending nudes to my boyfriends and stuff. When I first started that, I would think that men would ask me content that involves nudity, like you're going to ask to pose naked. Surprisingly though, 90% of the times, this is not the case. Usually, because I'm mostly contacted by people who have fetishes, they would ask me to wear specific clothes or specific underwear or take specific poses that have most of the times little to do with actual nudity, which sometimes is disappointing or sometimes is very tiring, but this is how it is. So let's say you already have what I told you in my previous videos. You have your Twitter, you have your Femdom account, you have other social media accounts. If you're new and you don't know what I'm talking about, watch the 30 Fetish video challenge videos and you will see. And you're going to be approached by people who are going to be asking you to buy photo sets or buy one picture or buy Polaroids. It depends. What you do in those cases is you can ask them what kind of request they want and decide if you want to do it or not. Usually, because I'm a person that has an abundance mentality, what I would advise you to do is you can share some or a few for free, or share teasers with stickers on the body parts you don't want to be seen on your social media accounts, and ask money for the entire photo set. And once you build up a following, you can actually have people who are going to be buying steadily from you. And you can build up an entire portfolio of your pictures, and you can have an OnlyFans, for example, that people can pay a membership to see all of them. I don't recommend Patreon anymore or Instagram or stuff like that because they tend to shadow ban you. If you're going to do this, and with everything in life, I would advise you be in or be out. Because for me, a woman who says, I'm not going to sell nudes, let's say on OnlyFans or on some porn site, but I'm going to sell it on Patreon, she's fooling herself. It's still sex work. And when you do it on Patreon, it can send you like a shadow ban notice or nothing, or just block you, and it's over for you. So once you're in and you're going to start building that, you can make very, very serious money from that. Of course, like with every business, it requires an investment, because when you have to do with fetishes, you may have to buy fishnets, dresses, swimsuits, underwear, crazy things you cannot even imagine. If you Google how to make money selling nudes online, people are going to give you shit advice again. They're going to just give you a list, usually from sites that you can sell to. if you just take pictures of yourself, even if you are the most beautiful, and you just spam them on sites, the chances that you're going to make any serious money are going to be slim to none. What happens in this case is that people don't want to see nudes in general. They want to see your nudes or to have some kind of personal relationship with you that is already built through your social media. They are your fans. That's why if you Google, let's say, Scarlett Johansson's nudes, they have thousands, hundreds of thousands or millions hits, while a random person's nudes don't have. So the more famous you are and the more followers you have, the more sales you're going to make. That doesn't mean, of course, that occasionally I don't get people who are going to say, just send me whatever you have, or just send me full nudes. But again, that's up to you to accept, and that's very convenient. It's my favorite type of customer who is saying to me, just send me whatever you have. I send them whatever I have at the moment, on the file I mean, on the laptop I mean, and so on. Of course, like everything that has to do with this type of work, it can come to bite you in the ass. And I'm not saying it in a sense that, oh my God, people are going to recognize you. I'm saying it in the sense that if you create bad, sloppy content and people get mad or upload it online or steal it or whatever, you're going to have a bad reputation. So create content with the best quality you can have at all times. Don't do sloppy work, because I'm sick of seeing Instagrams and stuff from girls that they wear things and they do things that I do not understand. Why are those things even online? And they're proud of them. They're very, very low quality. So in that sense, a little effort can take you very far long term. When people say to me, but what if someone finds them and your career is in danger? I'm going to say, unless you're a 35-year-old virgin in the basement and even they sell nudes occasionally or send nudes, everyone else has texted nudes to someone they dated or someone they liked, or even if it's not a nude, it's some kind of compromising position. Okay, especially if you are of the millennial generation. So the moral aspect is not my problem. Personally, if you want to know how I started into this, it started as a blackmail. So in my case, it started, there is a kind of fun backstory behind it. When I was a teenager, I was very much into sexting and texting and sending videos and sending pictures and stuff. And I wasn't really thinking much about it, and there were guys who had pictures, and specifically some of them had a entire collection, like over 300 pictures. And eventually when I decided to start the channel and be more famous and all that, more famous, like 10th rate celebrity at this point, but still in the IMWF community I am known. So there were two guys, both Asians, unfortunately. I'm not saying that white guys cannot be petty, but this stayed in my mind because one of them found my ex-husband number one, the white guy, and sent him nudes, pretending that they were recent, which is something that I don't understand. Why would someone do that? And they kept blackmailing me and saying, you know, we are going to post them online, we're going to expose you, blah, blah, blah. You'll see what's going to happen. I had asked the cybercrime department at this point what can be done if someone posts revenge porn, and the explanation that they gave me didn't satisfy me, because they said that, yeah, we can take them down, we can prosecute them, but the problem is that once something gets online, once something gets out there on the internet, it never gets erased. Because let's say they uploaded my nudes on Pornhub, okay, hypothetically speaking. In the 2, 3, 10 hours, days until I catch up, because it's not like I'm scouring the internet to see if someone posted pictures, I have a life. In this time, there are people who have already downloaded them and they have them saved on their PC. So they can be re-uploaded any moment, they can be sent to my real life, friends, family, whatever, any moment, and it's a never-ending circle. And something that you have to know about me, blackmailing me or trying to scare me into not doing something backfires in ways that the average person cannot imagine. It activates the 10% psycho inside me, that it's the psycho that no one's going to see, not even me, but eventually it gets out. So I said, really? You are going to do this to me? What if I spam my own nudes online? What are you going to do then? And both of them, they never believed that I would actually do something like that. So I took pictures, the best pictures, of course, not the garbage that they had, and posted them online and said, what are you going to do now, bitch? Come on, post yours too. Who is going to come up on the Google search, mine or yours? And they had nothing to blackmail me with, and they were really shocked. And when people get shocked when they see your psycho, they block you, and they have the satisfaction that at the end of the day, they are the ones who blocked you, which is ridiculous and what men with penis insecurity do, essentially. The thing is, though, after I had done that, I got a bunch of people asking me for more and saying, hey, if you wore this, I would pay you this much. If you wore that, I would pay you this much amount. Anyway, to make a long story short, I made $800 in one day. And then I was thinking, wow, so there is a market for this. I didn't know that it was this much of a market, that how much is the possibility. So after that, occasionally I said I'm going to do it if not exactly if the occasion calls for it, but it has to be something that inspires me. Like, for example, if you told me, make a video where you pretend you are some kind of AMWF housewife and I'm going to pay you $600, I would say bye. And it's not because I'm some kind of person that is too snobbish for money, but it has to match my aesthetics and my personality. If it's something that it doesn't really match me, even if it's someone's fetish, I'm going to pass. And for those of you that you're saying, I'm too young to do it, I'm too old to do it, I'm too fat to do it, I'm this, I'm that, I'm going to say to you there is a market for everyone. So don't hesitate and just show off your good points. And especially in our time with the filters and the application and all that, you can sit a bit and erase things that you don't want to see. For my guy viewers who are asking me, I'm a guy and I want to do this, I have to say to you the good news and the bad news. The good news is that if you are good looking or if you have a specific stereotype of appearance, you can make thousands of dollars selling into gay and bi guys or guys who have specific fetishes. If you have a problem and you are homophobic, first of all, get the fuck out of my channel. And second, I can't help you because the chances of a woman buying nudes from a guy are slim to none. Unfortunately, this is unfair. I have to point it out. I'm not afraid to point it out because I support gender equality and I support being blackpilled. It's very unfair for men because women, I haven't met even one woman who buys nudes. I don't know if a Korea would buy the nudes of a K-pop star or something like that, but for the average guy, I don't think you stand a chance. But if you cater to a specific gay stereotype, for example, if you are a white Chad, for guys who have a white fever fetish, and I'm going to make a video about white fever fetish because I realized I haven't made one and it's really funny. Or if you are a nerdy guy or a more childish looking guy, more like youthful looking, you can sell and sell and sell and you won't know how much money you're making. The process is the exact same as for women. You make social media and you interact with your audience based on what you want to do. If you want to do findom, if you want to do sex work online or something else, and the money are just going to come. It doesn't change. But again, your audience is not going to be female. That doesn't mean you have to pretend that you are gay. No. I know many cast masters and many men who sell briefs, socks, videos, whatever to gay men and they identify as straight. In general in life, the less inhibitions you have and the less fixed beliefs you have, the more money you make. And this is a channel that we support the LGBT community, so if you're saying, oh my god, I don't want a gay guy to see me naked, then that's your problem and that's your closed mind, and as we speak, someone else makes thousands of dollars while you are a work set or a cuck slave or whatever. Thank you very much for watching.